Okay, you know that feeling. You know exactly what you should be doing, but suddenly your brain slams on the brakes and suggests, I don't know, reorganizing your sock drawer instead.
Oh, absolutely. We've all felt that struggle with procrastination. It's incredibly common, really frustrating.
Totally frustrating. And well, what if I told you there's maybe a simple trick, just like 5 seconds, that could help you push past that feeling?
Okay, I'm listening.
And just to be clear, we are not talking about the 5-second rule for, food you dropped on the floor.
Huh, no, definitely not. This is about getting things done, not questionable snacking habits. We're going to take a deep dive into a method called the 5-second rule.
Right.
And the idea is it helps you grab control before your mind cooks up all those excuses to, well, just delay things.
Okay, yeah, let's get into that. Because sometimes procrastination just feels like, I don't know, like I'm just being lazy, right? Like I can't find the energy.
Well, it's interesting because the research actually suggests it's not really about laziness or lack of caring. It seems to be more connected to our brain's basic instinct to avoid discomfort.
Discomfort, like,
Yeah, like starting something unfamiliar or maybe tackling a really difficult project or even just, pushing yourself to go for a run. Those things can feel a bit uneasy.
so it's not about wanting to do nothing. It's more like wanting to avoid the slightly hard or awkward feeling of starting something.
Yeah.
Our brain just defaults to it. Easy.
Exactly. That pull toward safety and comfort, it's really strong. And it can easily trick us into putting off the very things that would actually help us in the long run. It's kind of a short-term focus, seeking that immediate ease.
Right. And what happens when we keep doing that? What are the sort of knock-on effects of always choosing comfort?
Well, the consequences are pretty clear when you look at it. You obviously waste time, which is frustrating in itself.
Yep.
But it also chips away at your confidence, when you keep telling yourself you'll do something and then don't.
Right.
And ultimately, you can really miss out on big opportunities just because you never took that first step.
Okay. Yeah, we definitely recognize the problem. So what is this 5-second rule? How does it actually work?
So the 5-second rule, and this was really popularized by Mel Robbins, it offers a super direct way to kind of interrupt that avoidance pattern.
Okay.
The moment you feel that instinct, that gut feeling to act on a goal, like I should really call them or I should start that report, you immediately count down backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And then this is the key part. You physically move. You speak up or you take one tiny action towards that goal.
Yeah.
Immediately after.
Just counting backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How does something that simple actually do anything?
It sounds basic, right? But the backward counting is actually pretty clever. It acts as a sort of pattern interrupt for your brain. It stops those usual habitual thoughts of hesitation or doubt from kicking in fully.
So like derails the excuse train.
Kind of, yeah. And there's some thinking that it actually helps activate your prefrontal cortex.
Okay, the prefrontal cortex, that's the thinking part of the brain, the decision-making bit.
Exactly. It's the part responsible for planning, self-control, making conscious choices. Basically overriding those impulsive feelings like fear or just, wanting to stay put.
Ah, okay.
So by counting down and then immediately moving, you're essentially giving that part of your brain a nudge, taking back the controls from fear or laziness and saying, nope, I'm deciding now.
That actually makes a lot of sense. So walk me through it. How would this look in like real life? Give us some examples.
Sure. Okay, think about the alarm clock going off. That urge to hit snooze is so strong.
Oh yeah, the worst.
So the rule says the moment you feel that urge, you just go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
And then physically sit up. Or swing your legs out of bed.
Yeah.
Something physical, no debating it.
Stuff up. Okay. What about something less immediate, like wanting to exercise but just not feeling it?
Right. So you have the thought, I should go for a run. But then that resistance starts bubbling up. That's your cue. Count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And immediately say, put on your running shoes.
Just the shoes.
The shoes. Or grab your water bottle. It's that first physical action. It breaks the inertia, that feeling of being stuck.
And for those things we really dread, like that difficult email we need to send or a phone call.
Yeah, perfect example. Staring at the screen, feeling that feeling. Apply the rule. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open the draft. Or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dial the number. The action itself might still be uncomfortable. The rule isn't magic in that sense, but it gets you started. It creates that tiny bit of forward momentum.
Momentum. That feels like the key word there. Getting over that initial hump. So is this something that only works if you're already sort of motivated or for certain types of people?
Well, what's interesting is how universal it seems to be positioned. Motivation, let's be honest, it comes and goes, right? You can bank on feeling motivated. But the 5-second rule is presented as a tool you can use consciously, deliberately, regardless of how you're feeling. Tired, uninspired, overwhelmed, the tool is still there.
So even on your worst day, you could theoretically still use this countdown to just do something.
That's precisely the idea. It's suggested for students, parents, entrepreneurs, Pretty much anyone who sometimes gets in their own way.
Which is everyone.
Pretty much everyone, yeah. And the beauty is it costs nothing. It takes, 5 seconds. And people report it being surprisingly effective just to initiate action.
Okay, you sold me on trying it. So what's the challenge for everyone listening right now? What's the immediate takeaway?
All right, the best way to see if this worked for you is to actually do it. Right now or very soon. Think of one thing, just one specific task you've been putting off.
Okay, it's got one.
Could be making a quick call, doing 5 minutes of exercise, start that first paragraph, whatever. Just pick one thing.
All right, I have mine in mind. What next?
Okay. Now, the very next time you have that little nudge, that instinct, like, maybe I should do that thing now, don't analyze it. Don't debate it. Just start the countdown in your head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the second you hit 1, take one small physical step towards doing that thing. Open the app, pick up the phone, stand up. Anything physical.
Just launch. No second thoughts. Just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Exactly. No time for the brain to talk you out of it. Because the evidence suggests that these tiny first steps, they really do build up. They break down that big wall of inaction that procrastination builds.
Right. So just to wrap this up then, we've looked at this 5-second rule as a surprisingly simple but maybe quite potent way to tackle procrastination head on.
Yeah.
Interrupting those delaying thoughts, counting down, and then just moving, engaging immediately.
Precisely. It's about hijacking that moment of hesitation, acting on your intention before the resistance fully kicks in. That seems to be the core insight, how this small intervention disrupts that ingrained habit of avoidance.
It really makes you think, doesn't it, that the power to actually start something, to move towards your goals, might be much closer than we think, like literally 5 seconds away.
It does. And it leaves you with a pretty interesting question to ponder. How could using this simple rule consistently in those small moments of choice throughout your day, how might that start to actually reshape your patterns and help you make real progress on the things that matter to you? It's about activating that power to just begin.